got to.
Wait, you don't know how to
probably
talk.
edited
You
this,
do it like
right?
this. Hold on. You do it like this. Welcome to Noobs and Boob. I'm a
Hi, I'm
noob.
Boob.
I'm a noob. He's a boob. He's a boob, and she's a boob.
And I like boobs.
And who don't like boobs? Speaking of boobs,
Hey, of course.
well, do you like man chest?
As
Like
long as
boobs?
it's not from fat, I guess. If
Oh,
it,
so not moves.
So he's not into.
No.
So you're not into bears.
no.
You don't want a bear
Uh,
cub.
it depends. Not
Alright,
like
are you still
super
setting
big.
everything up? I'm gonna go get some food.
And some bears are muscular.
Oh,
I'm totally
okay.
fine with that.
No, we already
I was gonna
started.
say, we better not be recording now.
We already are.
Yo,
How?
they don't even know who they're fucking listening to, for starters. Kelly's already about to go fuck off and get food and
I
shit.
know.
We're
Why
off to
did
a
I
good
start
start.
something?
We did. Welcome to Noobs and
Speaking
Boob.
of-
I'm a noob, he's a noob, he's a noob, and she's a boob.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
You
Speaking of food, what is toe jam made of, really?
Ew. Do you want
Jelly?
a scientific answer or an asshole answer?
Well, I don't know. And I probably it's like when you're wearing your shoes and you just don't ever take off your shoes and your toes get crusty and
No, I mean, what is it
sweaty.
made of? Because when you pull it out from in between your toes, it's just, it's kind of random what it's going to be. Sometimes it's got a lot of lint in it and some dirt or
Well,
skin
probably
or
once you like
whatever.
How about wear
combine
new
it all
socks?
together.
And,
I was gonna say,
take your shoes off regularly? Might want to get that checked out.
Oh no,
Yo, my
toe jam.
whole worry there is like he's saying it could be a bunch of random shit. What are you tossing Cheerios down your fucking socks? Like, I wonder
No.
what will be in my toe jam today. Oh look,
You got a
it's a lucky
mouse named
charm.
Arthur living in your boot? Oh, Arthur, would you like a Cheeto?
I actually haven't had toe jam for a long time, but it's probably because I'm
Ratatouille's cousin.
always rubbing my fingers between my toes
He's
to
like,
see what I can
he's like, damn,
find
I
there.
wish I had toe jam. It would go really good with this biscuit.
I used to smell it when I was a
That's
kid. It always
nasty.
smelled so interesting.
Have you ever like cleaned your toenails and then you got the part that's underneath your toenail and it smells really bad? Like it smells like your belly button.
Yeah,
Well,
you
it'll
should
never
probably
smell
get that
bad
checked
to
out.
me. It just
It's
smelled
not. It's just
interesting.
dirt. Like
You
nobody.
ever
Like
you ever have really bad hygiene? And
it's
you're
not.
Used
Alright,
to.
to be
When
honest,
I was a
who
kid, I used to take a
takes
shower
the
only once a
time
month.
to actually clean each of their toes in the shower?
who takes the time to smell their toenails?
Okay, first of all, let me ask you
Well,
guys
when
a
you cut your
question.
toenails, when you cut your toenails and you clean all the dirt under, like it's like if you clean all the dirt underneath your fingernails, you clean the dirt under your toes, and then
Do
there's
you
like
wash
the
your
dirt
feet
from
every
your
time?
toes.
Do you wash the bottom of your feet every time you're in the shower?
Hell
Yes,
yeah.
but it's just there.
No, I mean, do you
Use
actually
that shit
Usually
like
scrub
a
after
it?
shower.
Wait, do you actually scrub it, or do you just like let the shower water
I
hit
put
it?
I put some soap on the bottom of my feet
Yeah.
and then I scrub my feet together.
Yo, no
Yeah.
wonder you clumsy as fuck. You over here slipping in the tub like, oop.
Hold on. I need to
Well, I
ask a
rinse my
question
foot
about
off
that.
right
You
away
rub your
afterwards.
feet. What do you like levitate and shit, or do you hang from the fucking railing and you
No,
start like
so
You
rubbing
just
your
do
feet
one
together
foot
like?
at a time. You
yeah,
stand on
so
one
you put
leg
one
while
foot
you do
down
it.
and then you get the other foot and put it on top and then you just rub it and then you switch and then you put the other foot on top and you just rub it.
Wait,
I'm
wait,
not
wait,
doing it
wait,
right now.
wait,
I'm
hold
not
on.
15
Rocket
minutes.
We're
science,
still
dude.
talking about feet though, right?
Yes.
Well, yeah. I think I just got itchy between my big toe and my other toe now all of a sudden. Probably rubbing it too much.
Oh boy.
I
No,
don't know why
I'm all like anal about that shit. I take like a brush and I scrub like right at the tip of my toes and shit and my fingernails. I like try to get shit out.
Like you see
I don't like
the
shit
bad
under
thing.
my nails.
It's like I wear steel toes all day, every day for like the last 6 years straight. So
Yeah.
like it doesn't matter how you clean my feet, it'll always callus over. But if I clean them, like if I get all the callus off, it just hurts for like a week straight. So there's like no point.
Calluses.
There's no point in taking it off,
Who
in my
cares about
opinion.
calluses anyway?
You should do that. There's a video I saw on Facebook or somewhere where this person was like, his foot was just full callus foot, and
Oh.
there's like somewhere you can go where they literally have a knife and just slice your callus off like cheese.
I've
Oh,
done
thank
that with
God.
my nails before.
I
I
can't.
just
People can't touch my feet.
rip it off.
Only I can. Like if they touch my feet, I'm like ready to kick them.
So if your girlfriend wanted to suck your big toe,
She would lose a tooth.
Or she would
Holy
deep throat
shit.
big toe. I mean,
Damn.
options, man.
Can you imagine how big Riddle's toe is?
Imagine your thumb and
I'm
add
really
2.
I'm really ticklish in certain spots, so it's kind of touch and go for me. But I've never actually kicked someone before who was sucking on my toes at least.
Talking about feet. Oh,
That kind of
I have to.
turns me
I
on
can't.
just thinking about that.
I
But
can't be so loud about this, but there's this guy that I was talking to a long time ago, right? So
we'll,
we were
we'll, we'll name
watching
him
Toy
Bob.
Story 4. Yeah, so we were watching Toy Story 4 or Toy Story 3, one of the Toy Stories that was in theaters. And this guy was all like, "Hey, can you give me a foot job?" I was like, "In Toy Story? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?" So I said, "No." He goes, "Okay, what about a hand job?" I was like, "No."
He was like,
Oh, I thought
he
you
was
were
like,
about to say that's
yo,
where
he
he
was like,
went.
yo,
Fuck
Miss
yeah.
Piggy, yo, Miss Piggy though, Miss Piggy,
and then
yeah.
and then
Miss Piggy in
he
them
goes,
toes.
he goes, "How about a blowjob?" I was like, "Jesus Christ,
he just keeps
really?"
upgrading it.
I was gonna say he apparently doesn't understand the concept of an upsell.
I was
No,
like,
but
"Is
what if
this
in his
guy?"
mind, what if in his mind the foot job was like the golden platter? All right.
Oh God, it was the cheese and grapes, and
Like
now you
But
just
like,
settled
why?
his
with
dick was
Why?
the charcuterie board, and your hands were the variety he could have.
But why would you ask me in a movie and with children while we were like in front of a bunch of
Yeah.
kids?
If they were all
Wait, what movie was
adults
this?
and
Toy
they,
Story 3 or Toy Story 4?
That's fucked up.
yeah, that's weird.
Randy Newman singing in the background. You got a friend in me.
Speaking of boyfriends, though, how's your hot boyfriend doing, Jelly?
He's still in Oklahoma.
Fiance,
Oh,
fiance.
Oh yeah,
Beyonce.
fiance.
Oh,
where in Oklahoma?
Muskogee.
what's his exact address so people can go harass him?
I
I
don't
wouldn't
know.
harass him. I'd just suck him off anytime he wanted me to.
Holy shit.
Hey, there's a lot of guys there though, Daddy. So you can have your pick.
Well, as long as they're willing to say yes, and they're my type, and their sperm
Uh,
doesn't taste too bad.
I got nothing for that.
well, they're all Asian.
I mean,
So.
at least with the dirty cooch, you guys can smell that coming. No, pun intended. But
Oh
with
no.
me,
Oh no.
I have no way of telling if the sperm I'm swallowing tastes like motor oil or something.
So you'll never see
I
it
mean, some of
cooming.
it does taste absolutely nasty. Ugh.
Can
I've
I,
actually gagged up on a guy's crotch once because it tasted that bad.
real talk though, I don't know. I feel like there's some of those vaginas that are like hidden surprises. They're kind of like grab bags, right? You look, you pull down a girl's pants and everything, and you're like, oh, that looks like a nice vagina. It doesn't smell. Everything's awesome. You start going to town, you get to work. All of a sudden, it's like you get hit with a waft of heat, like a heat wave hit, and you're like, yo, that was a surprise smell I did not
It's
expect.
almost as if she walked in the bathroom, took water, and like slapped it on like the first inch of the opening, and then like left the rest. So
Oh
like
yeah,
as you're
like the
going
reserves are in the
deeper,
back.
it's like slowly slithering out with a stench.
It
So
could
that's
just be
why we
her
call it an
pH is
upsell.
off balance or something, or your tongue just doesn't mesh well with her
pH
coochie.
balance, really? So
Or
so
it's
now I'm gonna have
it's
to
like a
give her a fucking
refrigerator.
acidic test.
Ew.
You
It's
guys
like a
don't.
refrigerator. If you think about it, right? When you have a refrigerator, you have a lot of leftovers sometimes, right? But like, it's the shit in the back of the fridge you got to worry about, right? That shit fucking stinks. It's been there a while. Like, I don't
Um,
know, man.
if
Okay,
your
so
fridge is as warm as a vagina, you need a new fridge, Randy.
I feel like that's like every girl's or woman's like fear is if they stink. So like obviously
Wait, so
to
y'all's are
me as a woman,
self-conscious about the stink, but we're self-conscious about size, really?
yeah, because the thing is, you guys just have a penis. It's not like you guys
Oh, we
really
just
do
have a
much.
penis, guys.
Can't
Yeah,
do
we just
anything
have
about
it.
Like
the size.
anything could affect us. Like if we were to
Excuse me.
have eaten like hot Cheetos or something, that could throw off our balance of what we smell like. So
Really?
yeah, anything affects us as a
All right,
woman.
so I'm gonna move on to a
Anything
segment.
also affects the
Well, hang
taste
on,
of
hang
our
on. I got a
semen
question on
too.
jelly
Same
specifically.
way.
As a woman, like, are you aware of your own smell? Or are you like,
Yeah,
nose blind to it because I feel like there's women because I've met women in the
There's
past.
some women who ignore it, but
Okay.
How
like
do you
I know,
ignore it?
I smell
How do you
sometimes. Like
smell it? Do you do a scratch and sniff or
no,
something?
like you can smell. Hello, when you like
Does it taste
get
like
dressed up or
snozberries?
if you change your shorts or stuff like that, like if I
Uh,
wore shorts sometimes like for multiple days, like my pajama shorts, I'll smell it, see if it still smells okay or if not, you know.
After a
Um,
couple of
Reminds me,
days?
why
Wait,
do
after a couple
straight
of
guys
days?
like to sniff women's panties anyway? I mean, wouldn't it get stinky after a while?
Those are
yeah, and
perverts.
sometimes like women do discharge and it does smell. A vagina is
Discharge.
crazy.
Such a fucking word for that.
It's the truth. Women do discharge. Like
Daddy's over
No,
here
I
trying to
get
find
that.
pants with pre-cum in them.
no, I'm just like,
I'm
if
not
we're
into that.
ovulating or stuff like that, we secrete from our vaginas. That's why some girls have like little stains on their underwears.
Do you ever get like, speaking of, the original topic, can you ever get like vagina jam or anything weird like that?
Vagina jam.
I don't know vagina
It's
jam,
called
but
a yeast
like
infection.
vaginas are like self cleaning. You know that, right?
Well, no, I don't have one, so, and
Oh
I don't.
well, yeah, true
What do you
that.
think a period is?
See, I've always kind of felt like when a woman says that, and I'm sure it's true, but like I feel like that's such a fucking cop out. Like, oh,
Well,
our
hey, there's a
genitals
difference
are
between
like
using.
superior genitals.
No, it's not that. It's like because from what I've learned is, you don't want to clean your stuff with so many chemicals. Like
Oh right, throws
all
off
the
your balance.
No,
yeah,
just your blood
all
will
the
clean it.
cells.
It's all right.
It's not blood. That's not what cell
Ugh.
cleaning is. Oh, Riddle, you don't know. Oh my god.
It's the same way our skin maintains itself. Like if you get ink stains in your skin, but your skin eventually removes it, that sort of thing. I think that's what
Because it
Jelly
peels
was
off
getting
your
at.
layers. See, I'm still hung up on the discharge thing. Now, when you say discharge, is it kind of like it just, and maybe this is more of a rhetorical question, but my brain just goes in weird fucking
It's
tangents.
like
Like, 'cause I
No,
pre-cum.
can't.
it's just like how
Is it like
Pre-cum.
a shotgun blast? It's like,
no no no
you
no
see it, like,
no.
catch you.
It's like if girls get wet. It's just a little bit of wetness.
Pre-cum.
Oh,
That's it.
It's a little bit of
see?
pre-cum.
Pretty
It's not
cool.
pre-cum because we're not sexually like that. It just happens because our body
Oh,
is
you're just
weird.
wet. Oh, you're just wet.
Just simply a
It's not
secretion
wet.
from
It's just a secretion.
from
Like
it.
our mucus, we're ovulating. We just doing
Huh.
something, anything. Like
Hmm. I'm just
that's
Interesting.
why
saying, I
I'm
would
so
think it.
glad I've
I think.
never stuck a tongue in there. Ugh.
Whew.
that's why I wear panty liners
Well, this is
sometimes
very
because I don't like my
educational.
underwear feeling a little wet.
So, what's your? Have you ever,
I can
you guys
understand
ever
that.
been caught masturbating, like embarrassingly?
Yeah.
No.
Yes. Totally.
Okay. What's the
I've
Totally.
story?
been
100%. So
Oh
okay.
yeah.
So growing up, I lived in a single parent household with all women, right? And so like trying to find and like we lived in a shitty little apartment. So my room was attached to like one of my siblings' rooms. Like there was like the room and then it was almost like a closet. Like I was playing like Great Value, Clover Valley, Harry Potter in real life. And I couldn't do it in my room because God forbid. So I tried going to the bathroom, right? And I turn on the shower and I'm doing my fucking thing. And I guess my little sister got fucking sick and she had the shits. And I was a teenager. I was 12. I didn't give a fuck. I was horny as shit. I was selfish. I was a teenager. I had to go. So I'm fucking, sitting there playing whack a mole. And all of a fucking sudden, she kicks the fucking door in. And there I am with the fucking. And the best part is I was so self conscious of it. Not only did I have the shower running, I had a little fucking like radio in there playing like System of a Down just for fucking extra audio so no one can hear what I was fucking doing. So I just imagine her kicking the fucking door open. I'm down into the bathroom with my pants around my fucking ankles. The shower's running. System of a Down's playing, and here I fucking am doing what I'm doing. And I look at her like with six fucking heads. Not great.
I just remembered. I actually do have a one time where I got caught. It was while I was in basic training, and it's rough enough when you're gay and you're surrounded by all these there's so many hot fucking dudes in the shower, and you're not supposed to look, but sooner or later you just give in. It'd be like you straight guys, being in a room with a bunch of naked girls showering. Even if it was totally taboo, wouldn't you have to look eventually? How, covertly at least, but how could you not look?
Well, I
But
mean, if I'm
anyway,
in a room full of naked women showering, it doesn't really matter if they see me looking. I'm there, and they know I'm there.
yeah. Well, of course they know you're there. But anyway, so after a while, you don't really have a good place to masturbate, and I eventually started getting horny, stress or no. And so, every Sunday, the third stall from the door, usually I'd go in there while everyone else was going to do their worship thing, and I'd just go in the stall and
Blow a
whack it
holy load.
out.
Dang, you had a
Yeah,
fucking
that
stall and shit.
that's how I prayed. Oh yeah, right in the toilet. And yeah, I knew how to do it so that it wouldn't
You made a cross
spray. And
with your dick.
He screamed, "Oh God!" and someone in the next stall goes, "Amen."
unfortunately, one particular time I had to do the door duty, and someone always has to guard the door to the dorm as a basic training thing. So I wasn't able to go at the right time where I wouldn't have to worry about getting caught really. I needed it really fucking bad, or I was going to get blue balled. So I decided to take a chance and try to, yank it out as quickly as possible. But of course, bunch of the my wingmen showed up, and we're in the bathroom, and they're like, "Wait, what are you doing in there, Gaddy?" They're like, "That's my last name." Like, "Oh shit, he's masturbating!" And they kept on talking and stuff and laughing and going on and on. And I'm like, "Oh great, how am I going to get it out now?"
A
And I was
bunch of
like,
guys laughing.
yeah, they were laughing and talking and stuff, and talking to me, and making it as difficult as possible. And then I was thinking, wait a minute, I know some of these guys, and yeah, they're pretty fucking hot. So I just decided to pull them into my fantasy, and I just kept on going, and it actually started working again, and I was able to get my load out. Then I walked out and was trying to be all nonchalant about it, like nothing happened, but I just couldn't keep this big old grin off of my face. And when they realized I managed to do it, and were just practically howling, they were laughing so fucking hard. They're like, "Way to go, Gaddy!"
That's a power decision right there. You know, when you're doing what you gotta
He was
do.
in fight or
And,
flight mode right there.
I
yeah,
was
dude,
on a
you
fucking
either
mission.
double down or you fuck off. And yo, Rigid, you doubled right the fuck down. You're like, let's party.
Yeah, he
I
doubled
like
down
it.
and
Right.
fucked off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So what's your story, Riddle?
Um,
got caught with the vacuum.
no.
Oh my god.
Scary movie.
Hmm. I don't think I have one. Like, not one that's
Oh.
like getting caught or anything like that.
Oh, so you
What
never
about
got
the
I
caught
can.
with
weirdest
a
place?
family poodle?
What?
Well, I can tell my pre-story.
No, how about
I wasn't.
Priest?
I could give you a weird location in a van at a hospital, but
That
Yo,
works.
you want yo? Okay, weird
Why not a
locations we've
hospital?
jerked off.
Hmm.
Oh, I can't. I can't do that. I
Other
can't join
than
in that story.
the training dorm, I don't really have anywhere special I've yanked it at. Oh well, no, that's where I got blow. Never mind.
Well, I could say that my sister almost caught me when I was like about to prepare to do it. Um,
Uh, wait,
I keep my
prepare to
toys in
do
the
it. Were you
closet.
like sitting down a napkin,
I was
setting
gonna
out
say, like, what do you
cutlery?
have in there? Like, you must like,
You
you
giving your
must,
vagina a
like, be
picnic
there
and
for
some
the
wine?
sacred
No,
rites.
no, 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 no. So I keep my toys in the closet, right? So
Right.
I was like getting prepared to get it, and then my sister just opens my door and is like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like crouched there with my bag, just like, nothing, like a fucking gremlin, like nothing is right here.
You look your sister dead in the
Dildo
eye. Look,
gremlin.
you literally look your sister in the eye and be like, "I'm about to masturbate. What's it to you?"
Yo, Jolly, I think you should change your gamer tag to dildo gremlin.
Her story reminds me a little bit of one of the times I was stuck living with my parents, and I was in the middle of it, and
Dildo
uh, my
Baggins.
dad was my dad was yelling at me to because I guess he wanted me to come down and help with something or whatever, and I was and I was kept saying I was busy, and I was getting really angry about it. And later on, my mom was giving me grief about it. I said I was masturbating. That's why. And then she stopped bothering me about it.
Oh
Oh,
man.
my dad felt really bad after she told him that was why. He's like, oh, he could at least understand.
I'm probably going to embarrass myself really fucking bad, but I'm gonna tell you guys a story of the first time I jerked off. So I like my dad really was in the picture at this time of my life, right? And I didn't have really a male role model at all. So I had to learn things the hard way. Now I was probably fucking 11, and what Stripperella was on the TV. And, dude, I got boners because I fucking ate a grape, or the wind rolled through, or
You
like
ate a grape.
Yeah.
yeah, whatever, man. I was horny as fuck all the time, dude. So I'm sitting there, but I never really knew what to do with it, right? Like, it just kind of was what it was. So one of these days, Saturday morning or whatever, I'm watching Spike TV and Stripperella's playing, and I'm like, all of a sudden I noticed my hands in my fucking pants, grabbing my junk. I'm like, oh, well, I didn't realize I was doing that, but this feels cool. Whatever. I kept watching, and all of a sudden, my fucking toes locked up across my body went into plank mode. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening to me? And sure as shit, I blew a load, and this
You
load
had an
was
out of body experience.
11 years in the fucking making. It was insane. It went all over my fucking face. Now I'm gonna be honest. I was a really dramatic kid,
I never saw a Cuban.
and for a lot of yeah, like when
Oh.
the first time a male, not every single boy has this, but a male ejaculates, it's actually kind of yellow sometimes.
What?
Yeah, sometimes that's an actual thing, and apparently
Ah.
Did you
with
pee at
it's
the
got
same
tiny
time?
little thing. Yeah, well,
You'll
neither
put
here
your
nor
eye
there.
out, kid.
So I blew this load all over my face, and my first thought is because I didn't think about like, oh, I just came. I didn't understand that. I thought I had an STD. Granted, I never had fucking sex.
You see yellow
So
pus, you're like,
I
oh my
start,
god.
yeah. So it's not semen that's on my face in my mind. This is
Like pus
like
and shit.
ooze or pus. Yeah, like I must clearly have AIDS or something. I lose my fucking shit. Now my mom is working the next street over at a diner. I throw on my clothes and without touching because I didn't
It's
want to
still on your
spread.
face.
Yeah, because I
Oh
didn't want to spread the
my.
infection. I didn't want to spread the infection. I ran down the fucking street and to
Oh
this
my god.
diner with cum on my fucking face. I opened the fucking door and I just like break down in tears. I'm like, Mom, I have an STD. And she's like looking at me and we just like stops talking and looks at me. And the diner gets quiet.
And your mom's like, you little shit, shut up.
She's like, Randy, what? And she comes over. She's like, Randy, what's on your face? I'm like, oh, pus from my STD. And I'm crying. And she's like, Randy, go home and wash your face. We'll talk about it later. And I'm like, Mom, I have to go to the hospital. I'm gonna die. She's like, Randy, go the fuck home. We'll talk about it later. So I went back home. I take a shower. I'm sitting there freaking out. But there was one thing that crossed my mind. I'm like, wow, that actually felt kind of good for having an STD. I guess I'll do it again. I got grounded for that.
Wait, you got grounded?
But
It's like,
it was
but
No.
ma'am, if you would have taught me how to shoot my load.
yeah. So that's
there to
how I started
ground you for that.
masturbating. I thought I had an STD for like an entire day as a kid. It was traumatizing, but I'm like, wow, for being really sick and probably dying, this feels amazing.
When I first did when I first did it, I had no idea what I was doing either. It's not like guys usually just show each other how to do it. Well, maybe on my team, but I wasn't that lucky, unfortunately. But so for me, I was just kind of rubbing it. Like when you're trying to start a fire. So I just,
Whoa,
Hands, you
whoa,
fucking
whoa.
hold on, what?
You're gonna get
Yeah,
Like Boy Scout campfires where you like spinning the stick in your fucking hands?
yeah, that's basically what I was doing. I had my hands
Ow.
either side of it and was just, doing that motion with my fucking hands and with
So
lots of lotion. I
Okay,
had no idea
lotion.
what I was
Okay,
doing.
lotion. Okay. I'm gonna
Well, yeah,
say
but my
you'd have
hands
a
were moving
burn.
in that motion.
Did you
So
have
either
lotion?
one of two things are gonna happen: you were gonna blow a load, or you're gonna start a fire. Got it.
Well, with lotion, there's not going to be any fire, but yeah, that was basically, yeah, the way I was doing it because I had no idea, how I really should have been doing it. It still felt good though, but for whatever reason, I didn't start masturbating for a long time,
So,
and I wasn't sexually active for even longer.
do you guys remember your first cuss word?
Yes.
Totally. Totally.
Where were
Well,
you?
No,
not first
Hold on.
cuss
Where
word,
were
but
you when you said your first curse word?
on Call of Duty.
Wait. What? Really?
seriously,
So hold on. What? Really?
I've been
Were you one of
cussing
those
Yeah.
since
12-year-olds
I was
that fucked my
5.
mom? Apparently.
You don't. I don't know if you remember Riddle, but when I was in like
5.
DOG and stuff like that, like
That
I
wasn't
never
me.
cussed. Well, I was in this clan where like we
I know
couldn't
you
cuss,
had
and I
just
didn't really
left.
cuss. Yeah, and I was like, when I was cussing, I was like, oh, fire trucks or fudge monkeys.
Oh
That's what
my
I was
god.
saying.
Ugh.
Whoa. Okay, so your first cuss word
I
was on
feel
a Call of Duty
sick.
game?
Probably, most likely.
Probably Black Ops or
Yeah,
Black
Black
Ops 2.
Ops. Oh, sorry.
All right. I
Okay.
mean, mine
What
was.
about you, Randy? Where were you?
I was 7 years old at my neighbor's house, and I told the neighbors because they were dumb as shit. And I didn't like these kids. I was a little asshole as a kid. I'm not gonna lie. And I was sitting there. I'm like, "Hey, I got this special game," and they're like, "What is it?" I'm like, "You gotta say curse words, but when I say it, you gotta say it louder than me."
Oh,
And my
that's
whole
old.
thought was like, "Yo, I want to get them to say this shit so their parents can hear and beat the shit out of them." And,
Wow.
yo, I was fucked up, and it worked too. Like, yo, their ass got pelted, and I'm like, "Bitch," and they're screaming, "Bitch!"
Okay.
Yo, I'm pretty sure I'm a sociopath.
What about you, Daddy?
I don't fucking remember. I've been cussing for so damn long, and I started very, very early. So I don't remember.
I honestly think my
I
first cuss word was at 7. But like we were in the house, right? And I have 3 other brothers, and we're all watching TV, and my parents are like down the hall in their room or some shit. And like I'm sitting in the floor, and a spider crawls on my hand,
Oh God.
right?
Ugh.
And I feel something. It's like a very faint, like little tickle. So I look at my hand, and I see the spider, and my hand goes up, and I'm going, "What the fuck?" Like I shit you not, it was just dead silent. Like I don't even know how, but the TV just went completely mute, and no
Oh
one
yeah,
says
that's the
anything.
silence
And
before
then
the
I
storm.
hear my parents go, "What the fuck did you just say?"
Oh, that's
I'm
the
like, "There was a
moment you
spider
die.
on my hand." Like I'm like 7, so I'm like almost to the point of crying because. And they're like, "You don't say that shit." I'm like, "Okay, but there's a spider on your shoulder," and she looks over, and there's nothing there, but she freaks out because obviously it's a fucking spider, and she says, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "See."
Oh, you were
Do you guys
stressful enough.
remember
I remember the
as
first
a
time I got. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, do you guys remember or if any of your family ever told you if you've ever eaten bugs as a child?
No, no, I didn't. Never
No,
had
but
that.
generally speaking, you eat a
No.
lot more bugs than you think.
Yeah, while we're
In your
sleeping.
sleep.
No,
But
even
from
while
what
you're
I know,
awake.
Now some shit will fly in your mouth. Yeah.
yeah.
See, I was
But
never
from
told
what I
that. I was just
know,
told I was adopted. So
you're adopted.
no.
I remember the first time I got in trouble with someone other than my parents for cussing though. It was some girl I was pissed off at, and I was just exploring some other neighborhood nearby, and I used to like to go out and about a lot on my
Exploring his
bike,
options.
and we were yelling at each other, and I was too young for that, and then I started cussing her out. I can't remember what I said, but anyway, some mom was around outside with some really small kid, and she was telling me off for saying such foul language, and she told me to give her my, my phone number so she could call my mom and you
What a
know
little
tell
bitch.
her all about it. Yeah, like
I
I'm
hate
really
people
gonna
like
fucking
that.
do
Wait,
that.
this
Like,
is
mind
why.
your
This
own
is
fucking
why.
business, Karen.
this is where the door to women shut for daddy. He just like, nah, I'm good.
That's it. Yo, Richard, what if like your whole life and everything you've comes down to that one moment where that fucking Karen
You were like,
tried
God,
putting
she's
you in
bitchy.
place.
I don't want a
Like,
woman.
I don't ever want to deal with women again. I guess I'm gay now.
No, if it would be anything, it would be something. Though it was worse for my sister, but would be something that happened well before that. But that's something even I won't talk about on here.
I was gonna say, can we talk about Richard, aka Daddy's origin story? Like, I feel like, ah, yo,
I came from my parents. End of story.
oh, I want to figure that out. Oh man.
Oh no, we got another
Okay.
Norman Bates over here.
Norman.
Yeah.
Mother.
I had a friend tell her parents that I taught her how to cuss.
Oh, I'd beat that bitch's
Did
ass.
you?
And you know what? And you know what they said, that she couldn't hang out with me because I was a bad influence, and I never cussed around her. I was so mad about that.
Yo, you
Should
I
have
are
beat
hate
that
bad
that
bitch's
too for
influence,
ass.
something I
Jelly.
didn't fucking do.
Jelly, I feel like you have stained my purity.
What are you talking about? I'm so
No, there's some
innocent.
shit. Oh yeah, okay. Fuck
Wow, if
you.
you're stained,
I
I'll
never
clean you
had
up,
sex
baby.
before.
Belle
Oh, I'm
Delphine, can you
stuck
go
in the
fuck yourself?
dryer. Help me, stepbrother.
Double thick thighs.
God,
Help me,
Ooh,
that
little
would make me
brother.
feel
woo.
You're
dirty
my
hearing
only
you
hope.
say that.
It's like help me, little stepbrother. I'm stuck
Yeah,
in the
help me.
drawer.
I'm stuck in the hamper.
I'm stuck in a drawer.
Stepbrother and brother-in-law porn is really fucking hot. So is father-in-law.
Oh God. They're like, oh no, I'm naked. Please don't
Everything
come
goes
in.
back
And
to
they're like,
porn.
I'm coming in, bitch.
Wow,
She's
you're
like, only in the
sucking
back
more than
door.
my wife does.
When did
Stepbrother,
your
help me.
when,
I'm stuck in this tiny net.
it's like it's like it's like when did your boobs get so big? I watched you grow up. Ew.
Wow,
uh,
you're the best stepbrother any sister could ask
no, the
for.
stepsister's like, I remember changing you when you were one. I was like, wait, that's
Wow, your
creepy.
penis got so big.
Yeah. Like you see her
I could go
face
for
light
the
up like
gay
she just got to
equivalent.
do Xbox One.
She's like, wow, if I knew I was gonna be sucking this dick, I would have sucked it back then.
Oh, Jesus.
Ew.
Okay,
No, I mean,
wait.
let's
Okay,
be
let's try to
real.
divert from the porn now. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, I got a
yeah.
question. Okay, it's a little different. Okay, if you could eat anything, like it's your last meal, like you're on death row, it's like your
Wow.
last meal, but instead of you eating it, you get to make someone else eat it. It can be anything. You can make them eat it.
Uh-huh.
Like it doesn't
It
matter.
would
Like
be
But
it could be
it would
but
anybody
I'm
be a
you
on death
want.
row.
Okay, yeah, but for your last meal, you can make someone else eat whatever.
I make daddy eat pussy.
Oh.
bitch. Okay, then you get to
Oh.
eat. Now it's going to be you who has to eat it.
I
It's
was
going to
about
be
to
a
say, at that
bucket
point,
of
Jelly's gotta eat pussy.
it's going to be a bucket of shit with vomit and piss
That's
and rotten
terrible.
jizz all mixed up with really really curdled nacho cheese, spicy nacho cheese, and
Well, at least
salt.
there's a
Okay.
hint of spice in there.
Okay. A hint.
That would just make it worse because it enhances the
Okay, but I mean, you
flavor.
get the
Hence why
gist
the
of it.
salt
Yeah.
goes in there
Yeah.
too.
What about you, Randy?
You know,
What would you? Who would you make eat whatever
Oh man.
for your last meal?
make jelly eat my ass.
Oh, so fucking. I mean,
Turn them
there's
straight.
some people I really don't fucking like. So the first thing that comes to my mind is like, you ever see like, I feel like the like Eastern European or there's some place out there that eats like fucking penis, like fermented penises and shit.
Oh,
Mountain oyster,
Yeah.
Rocky Mountain oysters.
fermented.
No, Rocky Mountain oysters are testicles, so there's like an actual
Oh,
penis, like that.
oh, ah.
Is it pickled penis? I think something like that. So, but that or like make them drink like three penis wine. Like like nah, like someone's eating a dick. Like fuck you, bro. Like if I don't like someone, you can eat a dick, and you know what? I'd make them eat it literally.
Okay, well, okay.
What
Here's
about
my
a
thing.
gallon of foreskin fluid? Really dirty, oily foreskin fluid.
Oh. Foreskin chips.
Yo,
You
every
could,
cereal like foreskin flakes.
that could be the dregs of the drink. They have to eat the dregs.
Okay, so for mine, I'd make Randy eat whatever I shit out of eating Taco Bell.
What the fuck did I do?
Why is it always shit? Like, do you have to
Okay,
eat that
Mr.
meat?
Human Centipede wannabe, Jesus.
No, no. You
No,
see,
be honest,
no,
man, I
Listen,
feel like
listen.
you eat a
If
lot of
I'm on
Taco
death
Bell.
row, and it's my last meal, I'm gonna eat, but I'm gonna make sure that you eat whatever I poop out.
But why
I
Randy?
love.
Why don't you make someone
Yeah,
else do
that's
it?
what
Like
I'm
someone
saying.
you
Like,
don't
I
like.
love how there's what 6.8 billion people on the earth, and there's a lot of people to fucking hate,
Like,
or even throughout history.
Okay,
But
but
it's like,
look,
no,
it's not
Randy's
about
got
hate.
that final
It's not about
nice shit.
it's not about hate. It's about
Oh, is it?
you sharing the last experience I had.
Like,
Why did
what am I, the human centipede? Like,
No.
Why
you guys
did
better
something
hope you
about
guys
that
aren't
turn me on
attached to my
someone?
asshole.
I'll give you the
Poop
option.
in anyone's mouth.
I will give you the option to eat it cold or hot.
Ugh,
No,
cold at
cold
least.
all the way. Cold all the way.
And
Yeah,
I'll
You want it
save
hot?
you a nacho cheese sauce. Sorry, you
Hey.
can pour that on top.
Oh,
Hey,
look,
I
there's
won't
some
eat
bigger
cold
day.
sperm, so I guess that's why. Especially if it's congealed. I am not
You
touching
guys
it.
are fucking
No.
nasty.
Well, I mean, I can touch it, but I won't
But you
eat
go
it.
back to
Hell no.
the jizz and the porn. Like, let's just stay away from that at the moment.
At least
so
Danny
eating
got
shit's
pussy,
our next
you
best
know,
stop,
and
too.
Randy gets shit. Like, come on, and I get shit.
Shelly, it's okay. We're part of the human centipede. Like,
I
we're just
know.
not eating shit.
So
Well,
whoever's attached to my ass, I'm
share with my
sorry.
fellow noob and boob.
Noob and boob.
You know, though,
No.
that reminds me of a punishment I've wanted to do to people who really fucking deserve it, kind of, where I would bury them underground in this, underground chamber, and their mouth is fused to a pipe that's connected to an outhouse, and they've got all these IVs and shit in them, so that they get the nutrients they need, but their teeth have already, of course, been removed, so they have no choice but to swallow all the shit and whatever else is coming from the outhouse right into their mouth and eventually out their ass. And they have to spend the rest of their life like that, and they can't go anywhere. And you know,
That's fucked.
you have to make sure there's no toilet paper in the outhouse,
what
though, 'cause
happens
that could
if
be a
like you
problem.
get a like a cork shit? You know what a cork shit is?
Oh, yeah, bears do it all
No,
the time,
No,
bro.
what is
no.
that?
It's basically it's the cork in your butthole holding back the floodgates of all the
Right, yeah.
diarrhea. Like
That
if you get that down that tube, that person is dead because they will not swallow that.
They won't have a choice.
They will
It's
die.
practically around their throat.
Yeah.
Well, we wouldn't want to have that happen. If there's some way where I can, if they're pumped full of
Oh
drugs that will
wait!
relax their
Put
throat
like a
enough that they have
slicer.
no choice.
Put a slicer like the mid tube, so as it's going down, it like cuts it up even finer.
Yeah, and or grinder, especially if there is
Let's
toilet
not talk about
paper.
torture. This is weird.
I was gonna say, it reminds me of this dream
You're
I
coming
had
up with ideas
years
and like,
ago.
oh wait, let's not do this.
In
I'll
game,
never
in
forget
game.
In game, yeah. No, dude, fucking. I had this dream. I was in boot camp for some reason, and I don't even think it was boot camp. I think it was like teen, like military camp for like disciplinary kids or whatever. And I just remember getting screamed at a drill sergeant for me to stand up and do jumping jacks. However, for some reason, my shirt was off, and I was wearing
Oh.
shorts, and my nipples were stapled to my fucking knees, and I'm like, I don't know how to stand up straight. And like it was literally, I felt like it had to be a dream. It was like 6 hours of me arguing with this drill instructor. I'm like, don't make me stand up and having to explain to him that my knees were stapled to my nipples. Like, what the fuck is that shit?
The
Did
drill
you
sergeant
fucking
is
watch
Freddy Krueger.
Hellraiser before you went to sleep?
I don't know, man. I watched a lot of fucked up shit as a kid, so
Yeah, me too.
yeah. I was
Especially a
sitting there.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, I was sitting there watching like fucking Blade at the age of like 6, 7. But
Okay, fine.
Nightmares.
I
Talk
got
about
it.
nightmares.
Oh, not just nightmares. Let's talk about your favorite vampire movie.
favorite vampire.
Oh,
Ooh,
we
okay.
got
Dusk Till Dawn.
Twilight.
No, you
Okay.
only get one pick.
Dusk
Okay.
Till Dawn.
Interview with a
Breaking Bad.
Vampire.
Ooh, okay. Good ones.
I could see that one. I was
Randy?
thinking of that one, but
I'm
yeah.
definitely thinking From Dusk Till Dawn. I love that movie.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
let's
don't
go
know if
so
I've
watch
watched
that
Dust
I've
Till
got
together.
Dawn.
four.
Let me
I've
look
got
it up.
four. Y'all have mentioned two, but four of them are in my top number one. It is Interview with a Vampire, Dust Till Dawn.
Dust Till Dawn.
Okay, Queen of the Damned,
You
Okay.
only get to pick
and
one though.
and the Lost Boys.
Yo,
Oh, that was
the
great.
fucking
That was a
I didn't even
classic.
think that.
Uh, well, I've never
So
watched Dust Till Dawn, so I don't know.
You know,
What?
whoa, George
what
Clooney, whoa, Quentin Tarantino. You've never seen that shit.
No.
George Clooney
girl?
is so
Yo, you
fucking hot.
you
I've never
last
even seen
culture
Queen of
right
the
here.
Dam either. I don't think I was allowed to watch that.
Queen of the Damned is like the
Yo,
third book of Interview with a Vampire.
wait, is
Didn't
it
they have
Yeah.
what's that other movie? Fuck. With that girl who's like really pale with black hair and she's a vampire.
Twilight?
Are you
Oh
talking about
wait, Underworld.
Salma
Underworld.
Hayek?
Underworld.
No.
Oh, that
Underworld,
one.
yeah. Isn't she a vampire?
Yeah.
Of course,
I
Salma
wasn't
Hayek's
allowed to
not
watch that movie
pale.
either.
I did like Dusk Till Dawn 3 also, though definitely not the second one, but the third one was good. That was pretty interesting. It was also pretty sad at the end because you find out how the Santanago Pandemonium's origin story.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Did you ever watch the show? They actually came out with a series. I think it was on Netflix. It was actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
Hmm.
Yep.
Why don't you lie?
Just stand there and watch me burn.
As- Aside from when you say you're straight, of course.
Oh, bro. Okay. You know what? Question time. Yo, you gotta pick a team, man. Werewolves or vampires?
If it's Twilight style, where, well,
So, are we talking about like sexually or?
both, of course.
I've always been wanting to be fucked by a beast.
Okay, I read
Well,
a lot of manga like that. This shit's hot, man.
if they're warm too, or at least they can warm up for sex, then vampires because they stay hot forever. Otherwise, I guess werewolves, as long as
I
they're
thought
not in
vampires are
werewolf
cold.
form, because I'm not fucking them in werewolf form.
See,
Yuck.
I was just saying, if you had to pick one, like you liked it, or if you had to be one. Somehow we turned into
Oh.
everything being sexualized, including fucking a
Because that's
dog.
what we are.
Well, it's TNA. Well, at least in Twilight, it sure as hell
Oh,
was.
fucking Twilight. Twilight.
Okay. I'm just look. I'm just gonna go vampire for the simple fact that it looks like it would be very painful to transform.
Yo, yeah, being a werewolf, like, fucking your bones and shit are
Like when the
breaking.
movies go to the
and-
point where they're
yeah.
breaking bones and you hear every single one of them crunch. Ugh.
Yeah, but think about it.
Oh,
As a
you're talking
vampire, you
about
can only
actually
go out at
becoming
night.
one of them, not having sex with. Okay, I did
And you're
misunderstand that.
Oh, he brought
and
a
you're
whole
so
new meaning to doggy style.
I
no,
would
but
rather
like,
become a vampire as long as I could still have sex.
but like vampires are kind of toolish though. They're like, oh, we live in the darkness and we wear gothic clothes.
You don't
and
have to.
We,
Not
we
all
act
of them
so
are like that.
fucking
Yeah, look at
good.
Edward.
Did you see any
Look
goth?
at Edward. Do you
Did
really
you
want
see
to talk
any goth vampires in Dusk Till Dawn? Hell no. They weren't.
They were
just
literally at a
fucking
bar
ugly
called the
as
Titty
shit.
about? They're
Twister.
Mexican vampires.
They
Those are
were
the best.
They were
vampires of all.
Mayan vampires.
I
I
thought they
mean,
were
to be fair,
Aztecs.
Incan,
I mean,
whatever.
the vampire Lestat, which is the second book to Interview with the Vampire. In Queen of the Damned, he's a fucking rock star.
His hair was too long. Ugh.
Yeah, wasn't it was it Aaliyah that was in Queen of the Damned?
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
queen.
Yeah.
She died in a plane crash. That was sad.
I really wanted to make a really fucked up joke about. I'm just gonna say it now. I have to. I mean, comes to show you that vampires are vulnerable to airplane crashes.
So are buildings.
Well, at least
So
you
we're
know what's
building?
really at stake.
God damn it.
But that's
Wait, since we're on the topic of fucked up, let me send this in the group chat.
No, just say it out loud.
I can't. It's a picture.
But I can't look
Alright,
at
then
it.
we're gonna have to describe what we're looking at.
but I can't.
Well, we can look at it,
Okay,
but
so what it
Advent
is,
calendar.
it's in the general chat. So basically, it is like
oh
if you go to a morgue and they have those little things where you put the bodies in.
The freezers,
Yeah, the
yeah,
freezer. And
yeah.
then the words that it says is Advent Calendar 2020.
I didn't get that.
You didn't grow up with advent calendars when like every day of like the
Excuse
25
me.
days to Christmas or whatever, you open up the thing and you get a chocolate and it tells you like which
Yeah, but
you
you open
or
up a
whatever.
different one and it's a different body.
I've never had any use for calendars
Oh,
except for on the
fucked up.
computer.
I
You know
just
what?
saw this on
If
Facebook.
2020 had a theme song, what would it be?
Apparently, go fuck yourself or something like
I don't
that
really
along those
know
lines.
music.
Yeah,
It would
that was
either
a
Something
be
theme
for fucking
Mad
year.
World, right?
Oh, yeah,
Mm,
Or
true.
it would be Let the Bodies Hit the Floor by Drowning Pool.
No,
where
I'll
is
take
my
it like that with the sickness disturbed, bro.
That or
where is my mind works for me?
10,000 Fists by Disturbed.
Or
That
like
sounds
any shitty
really
Bieber
painful.
song.
Oh, Black Rebecca Black's Friday song. That
Oh god.
would fit.
Yeah, that or like Daddy Shark or whatever, Baby Shark,
Wait,
whatever,
what?
on repeat forever.
No.
Ugh.
Just a song to sum
You,
up the year.
yeah, no, like, well, I
Yeah.
mean, this year drove me nuts, and so does that fucking
Mad
song.
World.
Did you guys hear about that article uh, where a whole bunch of COs got like fired and arrested because they what was it? They took inmates and locked them in a room in the dark and chained them up or some shit, and they just played Baby
God.
Shark on repeat for hours as
Whoa.
torture.
They
Nice.
clearly hadn't heard my singing.
It's
I
just a
mean, yeah,
track of
that song would drive me nuts. I think I'd make me homicidal.
Yeah, I
yeah.
remember where I used to one of the places I used to work. One of the managers, who I thought was a pretty cool guy, he was arrested because he was running an illegal sex slave ring kind of thing,
You
or
know,
was it
working out of what?
prostitute? Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was, holy shit! I mean, I knew that place was fucked up. It was a government job, but holy fucking shit!
The world's fucking crazy, man, and people do some crazy shit in it.
Hey Randy,
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Yeah.
kind of crazy, but even I don't do
okay,
shit
I got a
like
question
that.
for all of y'all. What would the world be like if it was filled with male and female copies of you?
Oh
Yo,
no.
Female
that would be fucking
copies.
Oh
terrible.
no.
One at a time. Daddy.
Wait a minute. Are the females as hot as he is as a male? The female equivalent of hotness?
Yes.
Well, I still wouldn't fuck them, but they're more than welcome to watch while I have my way with the gay Randys. There are gay
Wait, what?
versions,
It's
right?
not Randy's,
Please.
it's you. It's just
It's,
Wait a minute,
multiples of
what?
you.
it's male,
Oh,
female
oh,
copies of
oh,
you.
oh.
Damn, he's over
Ugh.
here like, yo, Randy, if you
I'm
were
dying.
female, I'd totally let you watch.
um. Well, oh my God, we would all fucking hate each other's fucking guts. We'd probably all kill each other, especially the females. Oh God.
You guys all try to sing.
Fucking like a Smurf.
Oh, we would definitely do that.
Like you would
But we
finally
would
hear
actually enjoy
yourself.
that.
You'd be
Well,
like, wow, I need to shut the fuck up.
yeah, if there's no music to at least muffle my voice a bit, I couldn't stand my own singing sometimes.
Okay, alright, that's fair.
But we would enjoy tormenting each other with that, or just simply trying to see how bad we could all sound combined.
I
That would be so much fun,
I
and we'd
feel
have sex with each other, the males, of course.
of course, of course. I feel like it'd be the most passive aggressive world. Like I feel like you would like I don't know, Richard. I feel like man, you'd be like, yo, nice shoes. Wow, thanks. I like your pants. Or just like you just like passive aggressive attack. That'd be I don't know.
How'd you know I was somewhat passive aggressive? Because I don't like being overtly aggressive.
Just like it's like I know people. I just read them. I don't know.
Unless I'm pissed off, then I'm, well, and when I'm genuinely mad, I usually just try to get away from people because I'm really fucking terrible. I spin up so easily just when I'm irritated.
Okay. What about you,
Nice.
Joey?
I don't know. I think I wouldn't like it. Like I know how I am. I know how my personality is. I think the world would be really, really, really boring.
I don't know about
Well,
that.
think about it.
There'd
Half of
be
y'all would
like,
sleep. Half of y'all would use all the toilets.
yeah, the rest would be sitting.
But you guys would
I
come
feel
up
like
with some
I feel
amazing food. So,
You'd,
Oh,
yeah,
I
you'd
feel
be
like
eating, sleeping, or shedding.
yeah, but who'd eat it?
you guys would
You, I
there's
mean,
you
you're the
guys
only
would
one
you would
there.
literally be tweeting
there's
yourself to the billions of yourselves with
Oh
like,
my
"Oh, would
god,
you
you
look at
haven't seen
this
Florida Food
food?"
Panel?
They're like,
oh,
"Girl,
Yeah,
I
look at
made it
my
last
food
night."
though.
but then I wouldn't have any fun playing Call of Duty with anybody because
Why you would
I'd
no,
be
always
playing
you
with myself.
you're
yeah,
not
but you would
yourself.
get so good. You would get so good.
Yeah, you'd be playing with yourself on so many levels.
Yeah, but
I
here's
don't know.
my thing. Would
I
it
think
get
it'd
to the
be
point? Would it get to the point where you would be self-conscious and would like try to masturbate by yourself?
no because I'd be like, yo, bitch, you know what I like, so you do what I like to me.
And
Yeah,
what happens when
You
they
have
exactly.
like
fight back?
hair
What
and
if they say
shit.
they're the real? Well, yeah, but what if they say they're the real you?
Well, then we'll just do each other. Like so.
Yeah.
Wait, would the male equivalent of you have a big dick or a little dick though?
I don't know.
Well, the only one way to find
Well,
out.
I was gonna say, well, maybe it'd be like the alternative where it's like a really tiny micro penis with a big balls. It'd be like a pill sitting on a beanbag chair.
Oh no, that. Oh God, I
so
would
Your
Asian,
big
hate
so
myself
balls.
if
Asian
I had
penis.
that.
Yeah, could you imagine though, like if you had something like that, dude? How many times you'd piss on your balls? Like, you're like, I gotta
You
check
would
my
you would
balls to
really
see if
need to
my
use
life's gonna
toilet paper
be.
at that point.
Dude, you
Yeah.
look. Even if you tucked one ball behind your leg, you'd still have this massive ball with a tiny penis on top.
I still have to use a square of toilet paper after I take a piss because I can never get every drop out. So I have to use one to soak up what won't the
Why
rest
don't you
that
just
won't
be
come
like every
out.
other guy and shake it?
It doesn't matter. I could shake it for an hour and there will still be at least one or two drops that will
Shake
come
it like a
out
salt
and
shaker.
get in my underwear.
Like
So
when you said
I
that,
have to use that square.
all I thought was when you said that was shake it like a salt shaker.
Take it like a salt, take it like a Polaroid picture.
It's like,
Oh, dude, we need to invent penis
hey, little
fitnets,
girl,
right?
let
So
me whisper in
like,
your ear.
it'd be a nice little bib that sits over your balls, right? And it has some cool design on it, whatever. Like kiss the cock, that's cool, right? That's
Right.
that's a classic. And then you don't have to shake it, you don't have to dab, you don't have to do anything. You just like kind of drop your jeans, you do your thing,
Yeah.
and your bib will take care of the rest. And you kind of burp it like a baby, I can wipe
Could,
it with the bib.
could you say drop your jeans just one more time and pouch your lips a little more?
Oh, drop your jeans.
Sploosh.
Sploosh.
On
Yo,
both
I know
ends.
my world. If it was me, oh, it'd be fucking horrible. Like society would go backwards. It'd become really primitive, and like if there was a fucking bunch of Randys running around, it'd be like, oh, caveman style, and there would be like chiefs and clan wars and shit, and get all tribal and shit, fucking beating each other with clubs and spears, dragging females into the caves and doing. Yeah, no, it'd be really bad.
God damn, stop turning me on. Oh,
I wish you would club me.
those lucky fucking women.
Hey, what's the most inappropriate or embarrassing place you've farted?
The gym.
Wait a minute,
No,
Riddle,
okay,
you never answered
the gym doesn't
your own
count though
question.
because I mean technically you're gonna fart no matter what.
But it's embarrassing to him.
Yo, if I'm doing a power lift and there's girls watching me lift, they're like, "Wow, he's got like really definition. He's built like a fucking gorilla." Like, go, that's hot.
Yeah,
And
but
then
if
I'm
you're
like,
at the point,
and then and I do like a butt pop or like kind of blows out your asshole, you tear
yeah,
your
but
lining.
at that point you turn around, look at them straight in the eyes, and be like, "Bitch, I had too much protein," because that's what
No, you
makes you
just double
fart.
down and be like, "Real men fart when they lift."
Be like, "I bet
You
you
know, I
guys no."
remember.
Just look them straight in the eyes. Be like, "I bet you didn't do that out of your pussy."
I bet you don't queef when you lift.
You know,
I don't think I'm embarrassed anymore of farting.
I wasn't embarrassed, but I do remember one where I did feel somewhat awkward. I was swallowing a bunch of air because I was trying to if you swallow enough air, you can make yourself burp. I was still a kid, of course, at the time. One day I just swallowed so much air. I could never replicate this, though, unfortunately. When I got back to the classroom, I was just farting a fucking storm up. I just was farting for like 10 to 15 seconds and over again. I was like, what the fuck? Why am I farting so damn much? And, the other kids are starting to get mad. Well, the ones that weren't laughing their asses off anyway. And at one point, I just started lifting my ass up because I'm just curious about the sound too, and just fucking blowing a foghorn out of my ass, and I eventually realized it must have been all that air I swallowed. So for several days after in a row afterwards, I kept trying to do that again, but I could never make it happen again. I was so fucking disappointed. That would be so awesome to be able to make yourself fart like
Yeah,
that on
yeah, yeah, yeah.
command, basically.
So,
And to this day, he still has air trapped inside his body.
yeah.
Well,
So
that's a tick, though. That has nothing to do with
I
it.
think mine would be. It's not really embarrassing. It's more inappropriate. But like the
That's
silent
fun.
but deadly farts. Like the real,
Oh
real
god,
bad ones. Like you just ate
yeah.
eggs or some
Just
shit.
rot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically. So you're in the middle of like Walmart, right? And you're in an aisle by yourself. And so you just let it rip.
And it really stinks.
And
And
you
then
walk
someone comes
away.
around the
Yeah, you
corner
walk
just
away
to
and it's
delete.
it's the sound you hear. All you
Yeah.
hear is "Oh God."
You're the next aisle over.
Like you can't
And
help
you
but laugh.
just listen to the crime take place.
They're just like, "Oh
Yeah,
God."
when I'm in public, I just wait until there's enough ambiance, enough background noise so I can let them rip, and I just, let them out little wisps at a time so that
It's like,
no
"Oh,
one
car
knows
blew
it's
its
me
horn."
farting.
Ooh,
Huh?
Or
motorcycle
you're just the
driving
guy
by.
who goes like, you just as you scream you fart at the same time.
Hmm.
Well, that would work too, I
Okay, I got
guess.
one more, and then like we can call it because it's been going on an hour.
Yeah.
What social stigma do you think society needs to get over?
Ooh.
Burping and farting. Well, burping at least. It's a fucking body function. As long as you're not burping right in someone's face and you have really bad breath and spitting all over them,
Well, we
then
might as
who
well add
fucking
breastfeed.
cares?
We might as well add breastfeeding to that.
I guess,
I mean,
though.
is it bothering you?
I could just look away.
Exactly.
It's not gonna. Yeah,
Women with their
I
periods.
Wait, what
prostitution.
about it?
Okay, first of all, we only bring
That
it up that when you guys are acting like bitches. So
no, not that. I don't care about that. I'm just talking about the fact that there's a lot of men out there who are just so grossed out about the fact that women have their periods.
What the fuck? Really? Yeah, they need to fucking grow up. Then that's ridiculous.
they've never had their dick
Yeah.
sucked by a vagina.
Probably.
By a vagina.
Like, it's already
That
embarrassing
sounds
for enough for
frightening.
us that we have to fucking wear diapers while we're fucking bleeding. We don't need men to already point it out that we're fucking ew, you have blood or whatever.
Ooh, speaking of
I
which,
mean,
what this will go along with it. But has any of y'all had your Red Wings?
Yeah,
No.
what?
unfortunately on accident.
Yeah,
Huh?
accidents happen.
Wait. Is this like
Going down on a
eating
girl
out
on
or
her
like sex?
period. Yes.
Okay. Then
Yeah.
no, I've never had that,
Oh.
but I've no.
Oh,
Yeah.
I certainly haven't. Ugh.
Yeah, I got mine on accident.
It's
I was
not. It's
not.
not great, but it's like you earned a badge that day. Scouts honor.
To
Why don't
me,
they
no, I was
warn you?
violated. So,
Your mouth was
short story.
violated.
I was in college. Was talking to a chick for a while, or that night. Went back to her place, and the lights were off, and she was a bitch. Like she was hot as shit, but she was a bitch. And she asked me to go down on her, and I did. And the lights are off, and I'll never forget the fucking taste. You ever
Iron, so much iron. God damn, so
yeah,
much
you
iron.
ever you ever stuck on a roll of pennies?
A roll of what?
Fucking
What?
a roll of
Pennies?
pennies.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
I've had enough
fucking it was
nosebleeds
there.
to like have like the distinct taste of blood.
Oh
Wouldn't
yeah.
isn't it also salty?
Ye- Maybe, but like
What
the irony of taste takes
irony?
over everything else.
Yeah.
That's the irony.
Oh,
Yeah,
speaking
When
of
I
the
which,
irony of it
oh
all.
my God, there was
when I had
something
to
we were
clean
supposed to
the
do.
when I had to clean the
Oh,
bathrooms at home and there
are
were
we supposed to talk
Kotex pads
about?
in the trash, it smelled. Not that I tried to smell it, I couldn't help it because it was wafting out of the garbage, but it would smell salty.
That might be sweat too.
Now, Randy's
Yeah.
first time.
No, it wasn't
Give
sweat.
me Swamp Lady.
Oh, you want the Swamp Queen?
Give me the Swamp
Okay,
Queen.
so I thought you were gonna
What's her
talk
name?
about the time
Aisha.
I swapped at birth. Swamp Lady Shay Lynn. All right, so yeah, I went down on vacation to Florida, and I was still a virgin at this time, and I was really big into skating, so I was skating all fucking day down there. And this black chick shows up, and she was all right. I might be, you know, doing her a solid here, but she was just like talking to me and just like asked me who I was. She hasn't seen me around before. She's told me I had a weird accent. I'm like, yeah, I'm from like, Western New York. And she's like, oh, you're a New Yorker, and she climbed all over my shit with that. And
She's
I
like,
just
get out of
remember,
here.
yeah, I get that crap out of here. No, I just remember thinking at that time in my life, I'm like, I'm a full grown man, 15 years old, thinking that. I'm like, I need to get my dick wet. Whatever. I'll do whatever I have to do at this point. And this chick's practically throwing herself at me. And she's like, I always wanted me a northern boy. I'm like, whoa. So after
She's like,
some
I've been
talk, she
dealing with these
convinced me to
southern
go.
farmers for years.
Yeah, dude, down in the fucking bayou and shit. So fucking after some sweeting she did, she convinced me, right? So she leads me into like the only way I can describe it is a fucking swamp. And she's like laid down. And so now I'm laying down in this fucking mud. Like my clothes are already ruined at this point. My ass is like dipped in mud. I remember just feeling my asshole kiss mud. Like it was fucking gross. And
That
she
squish feeling.
yeah. You guys ever watch Goggle Island?
Yeah.
What?
Remember that yellow giant frog was like Pika Pika or Picha Picha or whatever the fuck it is?
What the fuck?
You guys don't remember that? Alright. Well, anyways, so it's like a giant pollywog, right? A giant frog. And she's sitting on top and she's bouncing. And the only thing I could think of is she was a Cajun frog bouncing on my log? But I couldn't even get off because the whole time there, I was swatting fucking mosquitoes and shit off of me. I walked out of that swamp a man, but also covered in fucking mosquito bites. My
Were you
clothes were
really a
fucking
man if you didn't get off?
Oh fuck no. A 15-year-old Randy thought different though.
How old was she?
I don't know. All I knew was her fucking name.
Did she look old enough to be a cradle robber?
Nah, I don't think so.
I don't know.
think
So
That
she
she's
was
around
Louisiana
your
mud
age
does
then?
wonders.
that Louisiana mud.
It does for witches, at least.
Yo,
Let's just
down
say
on the
he played.
bayou.
Yeah, he played patty cake baker's man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Fucking, I'll never forget her though. I always wonder what happened to her. Like, I feel like she's somewhere out in Louisiana, living on the bog. Like,
I was like, you
She
want me
got-
to find her? I
she-
could probably
she-
find her on Facebook or something.
She got
What's your
herself.
last name?
She got herself a northern crawdaddy.
another crow dog, but
I
good.
was like, I'm pretty good at sometimes investigating.
You should have looked at her and be like, up north we call them lobsters.
Rock lobster.
Rock
Want my
lobster.
lobster claw, baby.
No. And I mean, like, she when I said New Yorker, she probably thought I was from the city. And she's like, "Wow, I never thought you sound like that in the city." I'm like, "Dude, I'm not from the city. I'm like mountain man, Catskills, New Yorker. I ain't an official New Yorker." I feel like it was kind of one of those things to like get it in her like scrapbook kind of deal.
Like she
So I
has
fucking met
she has a
yeah,
map of
like
the United States, but it's only
yeah,
like
dude, like I'm
6
just
states
pegged.
that she's ever known about.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just a peg that she pegged from
So
New York.
would you really fuck a guy if you got paid at least $1 million to do it?
Yes.
No, I.
Now you jelly those two.
Wait, what you're asking is for $1 million, stick your penis in a hole, whether you're looking at not.
But what
Or-
if it's
No,
your
you'd
whole?
What about you, Daddy? For $1 million, would you sleep with a girl?
it depends on what I had to do. If I had to eat her out, if I can put plastic over it and close my eyes and pretend it's a really hot dude's
He's just
ass,
gonna put saran wrap over her vagina.
pretty much,
Just
yeah.
think about it as like you're eating a roast beef sandwich.
That's what
That
I
is
said earlier.
Now I'd never be able to eat roast beef again. No
Talk
matter
about
how
a
much
beef and
mayonnaise I
cheddar.
put on it.
No, it'll be a queef and cheddar. A queef and cheddar.
Yeah. I don't know if I could do it, honestly. Like, number one, I don't think I could get hard. So how could I do it? And
You
number
take
two,
it
I
up
just
the
feel like
ass.
it would be. Oh, for fuck's sakes! And then number two, I mean,
Give a
I don't
moment, you
know.
guys.
There's a lot of things I would do for money. I don't think sex would be one of them.
Jelly, you ever queefed?
She muted herself for some reason.
She's like, I queef all the damn time.
You remember
Okay.
that South Park episode where the girls were queefing to get back at the guys who kept farting?
Oh,
The guys were all
God.
grossed out. That was so great.
Girls
Even
don't
the
poop.
Canadians,
They
even the
queef.
Canadians got in on it with the queef gals or whatever they were called.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest. Like, as a almost 30-year-old man, when I have sex and a girl queefs while we're fucking, it still catches me by surprise.
It never even occurred to me that could happen.
Oh
Do
yeah,
you
that
like
definitely
it or do you just not care?
I try to act unfazed. Like, I try to pretend like, because I don't know. Like, I imagine for a woman it's embarrassing, right? So like, I try not to like react to it at all. And just play off like it didn't happen. But there's times where it's just like it is rough, and I'm just listening to it, and like, that air is whooshing, and I'm just like, woof.
You ever heard
I
one
get.
queef and it sound like a burp?
Mm-mm.
Very like
No.
it's like gutturally like. Yeah,
I definitely
basically.
get embarrassed when I'm fucking a dude, and I've gotten sweaty enough, and you know how when you stick your hand under your armpit, and you push your arm down on it, and it makes
Oh.
that farting sound. The same thing could happen if your belly's bumping against the dude's back, or I guess a girl if you're fucking a girl, and just making this, it's like a rhythmic thing. This,
Yeah, you're keeping beat, bro.
yeah, but when it sounds like you're farting in rhythm with it, it's just kind of, you're not.
You
but
literally
it's making
just
that
you just
sound. It's just
literally
kind of
just made
awkward,
mac and
or at
cheese.
least
Yep.
for me it is.
It's like those vials of like kid putty and shit, and you push it and it does like the popping like it almost sounds like a queefing farting sound.
Yeah.
I feel like it's such a concept. Yeah. No, I've had like you ever like oh god, there's queefs and it's like dude, like the worst is like for me personally is like fucking a girl from behind, like doggy style, and she's queefing and shit, and she's going off, and like and with every time that ass hits the pushes up against you, all the air just comes up, and like I
Yeah.
feel like there's a science behind it, right? Because I feel like what it is like that air is whooshing out of you, pack that air, you pump the full air, it shoots back out, it slides across their asshole and into your fucking nostrils, and it's just like.
Oh
It's like a
man,
bicycle
so
pump.
queefs can
It's a
stink
bicycle
then.
pump.
Jesus,
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I'm afraid I don't, but I can kind
That
of
or
visualize
basketball
that.
pump, yeah.
Like instead of it like coming out of the nozzle into the bike or into the ball that you're blowing up,
Get
it
back
just
to the
there's a
pump.
leak. There's a leak on top where you
Yeah,
push down the handle and it's just blowing back in your face.
it backs right back into the pump itself. Yeah, it really is.
So
And
if enough air gets in there, it could probably replace a penis pump, really,
Oh, Jelly,
because
you're back.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry.
You ever queefed?
Yes.
Like, are
in
you a
anyone's
loud
face.
queefer?
Mm,
Or do you not remember?
How would
sounds
you
like
not
the roar of a
remember?
dragon.
no.
A
I've
puff.
had the farts where like you fart from your butt and then like it travels through your vagina lips and then
It can do
Sorry,
that?
what?
Wait,
Can you
wait.
suck it
Whoa,
into your
whoa,
vagina?
whoa,
What?
whoa. What?
you've never had that like if you fart sitting
I'm
down
sorry, I don't
it
have a
just
vagina.
well sorry
I don't either.
but
I don't
yes
think any of us do.
but yes
Wait,
it does do
wait. Have you
that
ever
and then
farted and vibrated your ball sack sitting down? Is that what you're saying?
I've never farted that hard.
Wait, have you ever? guys, I mean, not necessarily jelly here, sorry, but guys, have you ever had like that crazy, like it's like a bubble fart, and then it like moves up behind your balls? It almost feels like it lifts your balls a little bit
It
to
Yeah,
the top.
does.
That's basically what it is
that was
for a
just
girl,
so
but ours
weird.
travels through her vagina.
Yeah, hers just like travels through a crevice and opens up. It's like,
Opens up and climbs in.
yeah.
It has found a new home.
Have you guys ever recycled your burps?
What the fuck does that even mean?
That's when you
That's
burp and then you suck it back in, and then you just burp again right away.
that
You just keep
literally
doing that
that
over and
literally
over.
sounds like you're throwing up, but just to suck it back in
Right,
and
even like
throwing
a
up
Oh, I
again.
dog.
hate it when that happens. I would never do that on purpose, but sometimes a few chunks just fly right back in.
Oh, dude, no, just we're gonna stop this. Anyway,
On that note,
yeah. On that note,
Never be so grossed out by a fucking podcast that you don't listen to it anymore after the first
if there's any
episode.
questions that you guys just want to ask, just leave it down below. But likes, share, subscribe, you know, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks for
Oh.
watching Noobs and Boob.
Bye.
Later.
watching.
Listening.